Oh, this must be it. Oh, hello there. Oh, hi there. How are you? Welcome to the Dragon Isles. Oh, interesting. I thought that all the people that lived on the Dragon Isles were like the bad guys. Are you one of the bad guys? Oh, well, we've had some hard spots here and there, but we're excited for heroes like you to come and help take over from the evil overlords that have taken over here, really bring some good into our community. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's great. So you're from... I have this quest script. I'm going to go somewhere else to ask about these quests because you're from here and, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Oh, no, it's really no problem at all. I'd love to help you with your quests. How can I help you? Oh, no, but you don't need to help me. It's okay. I don't need that much help. I'll be completely fine on my own. Thank you so much. Oh, now I insist. We have to help our guests here in the Dragon Isles. We are good hosts, and even though we've had some bad overlords come out recently, we are good hosts, and we're going to help you with your quest. What's the first thing you need there, sir? Oh, well, the first one here I think is pretty good. I'm going to go to the innkeeper's inn. I know that it's been there for thousands of years, but he asked me to sign in on the guest book, so I'm going to make up a fake name and, write jokes all over it and stuff like that, Oh, okay, so the innkeeper, he's been waiting for a guest for a long time, and, that guest book of his is something he really likes, and you're going to come and write jokes about it, right? Oh, well, I mean, one of the jokes is actually going to be a Lord of the Rings reference, so it's actually going to be totally fine because, it's going to say, what time are you arriving? And it said precisely when I mean to, it's like a Gandalf reference, so, it's actually going to be really funny. Oh, okay, there, that sounds good. Well, that's an interesting choice, but what else can I help you with? Oh, well, this next one's really weird. Actually, I have to go meet with the Horde representatives. I'm on the Alliance, they're on the Horde, and it's weird because, we've been at war, not at war, I'm not really sure where we're at yet. In fact, I've killed so many Horde players in my time. I've probably murdered mothers, women, children. I've basically murdered everybody on the Horde side. I'm sure I've left so many orphans on the Horde side at this point. I mean, but I'm gonna go talk to them. They've got the cows, they got the beef, they've got the furries over there. But it's fun. Oh, so you're saying that with your new allies, like you've killed lots of them in the past, kind of thing. Like you've taken a lot of them out and as a hero. Oh, well, yeah, but you have to understand, they have cows on their side and furries on their side too. They're bad people, essentially. They're bad people. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that's them over there. We can go talk to them. Maybe I can help you with one more on your quest list. What's next? Oh, I have to. The quest log says that I have to go murder 15 innocent baby dragons. Oh my God. Oh yeah, but they're the bad dragons. I have to go kill them, and I have to rip the scales off of their dead bodies and give them to my commander. The good thing is they're in groups of 3 and they're pretty weak. So, with one like AoE blast, I can kind of take out 3 at a time. So it shouldn't take too long as a quest, Are you sure you're the hero here, sir? Yeah, no, we might be the villains of this expansion if we're honest. Yeah, I think I'm going to go join the cult of Deathwing. They seem like they're better guys than you are. Have a good day. All right, man, sounds good. Have fun with Deathwing. Thanks so much. Now let's go kill some baby dragons. What is happening, everybody? My name is Brightlife. This is my fancy shirt, and today I want to talk to you guys about World of Warcraft Dragonflight. I joined the hype train just like every other person seems to have in the MMORPG space. And you know what? It's kind of a funny thing because World of Warcraft is like that really toxic relationship where the person always comes back and is like, baby, I know that I cheated on you last time, but this time it's going to be different. And then you do it again and again. Like we come to WoW and we expect it to be different every single time, but then we just get hurt again and again and again and again and freaking again. And we keep running back to it. It's like, do I have a toxic relationship with World of Warcraft? I might, because every time an expansion comes out, I'm like, I just want to play. Just let me play the game. It's going to be a great time. Anyway, I'm going to need to see a counselor for that, but I got to tell you, it is one of my favorite things to come back to WoW season, to have that November time roll around where the expansion releases, everybody comes back. It's always a good time, but you want to know what I really miss? And I found this out playing Classic WoW over the past few years, is that I really miss, and I loved the fact that in Classic WoW and back in Vanilla, vanilla days, you could make really great friends on World of Warcraft. Even though the community could be a little bit toxic, the reality is that was only a small percentage of the population, and most people were totally willing to make great friends and to meet people in the massively multiplayer online world that was World of Warcraft. Like for me personally, back in my Wrath of the Lich King days, I actually played and enjoyed playing with friends that I still talk to this day. In fact, one of my best friends, I went to his wedding recently, and his groomsman was someone that he met in his WoW guild. I think that's so awesome. But to me, it seems like maybe that culture has maybe taken a back seat these days, because it doesn't seem like you can make friends quite as easily in World of Warcraft. It seems like with the advent of things like Mythic Plus and all of that, it just, people are more of a means to an end as opposed to the end of the MMORPG. It's more about accomplishing your goals as opposed to accomplishing your goals together. And so what I wanted to see was, with this new release of Dragonflight kind of feeling like the old days of World of Warcraft, have the old days of WoW friendships come back. So I set out into the world of Dragonflight, this time with one goal. I wanted to make one real friend in World of Warcraft in 2022, just like you could back in 2009. So this time, by max level, which is level 70, I wanted to be able to say that I had met at least one person, just one person that I could chat with when I go online, run content with, and get to know in a way that maybe is a little bit deeper than just their DPS level on a chart, but actually getting to know the person. And you know what? Maybe if that happened, I could, alleviate the impending sense of utter loneliness that I feel all the time. Fun! So the question is, will it work? Will WoW's community truly be as toxic as people say it is all over Twitter? Or will we actually be able to make some friends in our playthrough of World of Warcraft Dragonflight? Let's find out. Okay, so one man's friend is just another man's stalker, let's be honest. Put that on a t-shirt. I mean, it really all depends on how attractive you are. If you're hot, anything you say or do is friendly. If you're ugly, anything you say or do is stalkerish. Oh no, wait. That's romantic relationships. I've got to apologize there. When it comes to romantic relationships, you know what they say. If you want a girlfriend, just don't be ugly. So what we need to do now is we need to define what we are looking for in a World of Warcraft friend. And I have 3 criteria and 1 rule for myself. So here are my 3 criteria for a World of Warcraft friend. First of all, I have to get invited to a secondary location in the game, meaning that if I meet them in a dungeon or in PvP, I've got to get invited to a group with them to do further content with in some other arena. So if I get invited into a dungeon, like a group finder dungeon, I've got to get invited to do a dungeon or PvP or something like that outside of that. The second one is I have to get added to their friends list. So they have to actually add me to their friends list because duh. And then number 3, I have to have one common in real life interest with this person, whether it be how much we love Formula 1 or watches or your mom, whatever it may be. I have to find that one thing that we can communicate with every time we get online that's deeper than World of Warcraft. Because I think that the real friendships that you form that, move into Discord and then eventually like group texts or whatever, they typically happen outside of only the World of Warcraft space. So those are my 3 things. And then I have one rule for myself. I cannot initiate any of these things. I think that would just kind of make the competition kind of lame. It would make it very biased if I came in and was like, hey, let me, get another group going and tell me what your interests are. I mean, that would be super lame. So we're going to have them initiate those things because those are kind of the standards for World of Warcraft friends. But don't worry, I'm not going to be passive in this. I am going to be employing different strategies as we go to try to see if I can make a World of Warcraft friend, starting with strategy number 1, become the popular class. Okay, so everyone knows the Drakthir Evokers are the new cool class on the block. They're the ones that everybody wants to have in their group because they're overpowered as heck and they can actually change between their visage form and their dragon form, which has made Worgans not angry at all, actually. It's amazing. And if I play as the cool class, well then everyone's gonna like me, right? Okay, so what I wanted to do is I wanted to research the class. So let's go over to wowhead.com. The Evoker is a new class arriving in Dragonflight, the 9th World of Warcraft expansion, created by Neltharion. Okay, so here's where we're gonna have our first issue. I need to tell you guys a little secret. I've never played Cataclysm, so I don't know anything about dragon lore. I know nothing about the dragons, so I don't know anything about them. I didn't play Cataclysm, I played Wrath of the Lich King, and I came back for a little bit of Legion and played a lot of BFA and Shadowlands. I know. Why do I still play WoW? I don't know. It's a toxic relationship, remember? So I don't know anything about these dragons. Freaking Eltharion, Syndragosa, Alexstrasza, photosynthesis. I don't know anything about them. I have zero clue, but I'm going to pretend like I know about these dragons. That's the ticket. You gotta fake it till you make it. When it's making friends, sometimes you just gotta fake it till you make it. That's what I learned from Wolf of Wall Street, and you know what? That worked out great for him, I think. But I'm gonna own it. I'm gonna own the fact that I've never played Cataclysm, so I don't know anything about dragon lore. Team hashtag Impact Sid Cattle for life, baby. Get that, put out that on a t-shirt. We're gonna make a Impact Sid Cattle community. Say that 5 times fast. Okay, so back to Wowhead. And asleep for millennia within the Dragon Isles, these mail-wearing draconic casters known as the Drakthir use their dragon physiology and the combined power of the 5 dragonflights, again, I don't know what that is, to unleash devastating attacks from a distance or heal wounds from their allies. Now I have a little bit of beef here. Now dragons in like all mythology are like the freaking coolest things in the world. They're incredible, they're amazing, they're awesome, and they can take down entire armies with their fire breath and stuff. Like, we're talking about dragons. Dragons, freaking dragons. Could they have not made like a Drakthir Guardian that had like a double-bladed sword and like used fire breath like as their main things? Like, why did they have to make the squishiest class in the game dragons? It's kind of strange. Like, I think a cool, beefy, awesome dragon would just be the coolest thing in the world. But I know that we've already got like a lot of, tank and DPS melee classes that are hero classes. So I would say let's introduce 2. First of all, let's put the Drakthir Guardian, make them awesome, like big, strong, beefy dragons. And then we get the ducks. You know the ducks in Dragonflight? Make them be casters. The duck evokers. Wouldn't that be awesome? They're so cute and fun. Give them a staff and make them awesome. Instead of casting, they'd be quacksting. Please don't leave the video. Bobby, when you create the duck quacksters, I expect a royalty check. So after my time-honored tradition of failing to get invincible on stream, we made our Drakthir Evoker in Drakthir Evoker land. Now, I want to tell you this right now, I did not lose the footage, my dog ate it, so we find ourselves on the Stormwind docks waiting for the Dragon Isles ship to arrive, and wow, I gotta tell you, my character is hot, but also scary. Like, I look like I'd be really attractive from far away, then when I get really close, you'd be like, yo, this dude belongs at Burning Man listening to alt psychedelic pan flute orchestral music. But oh my god, I hate the spinning animation. I want the male spinning animation, like, the human spinning is fine, but the Drakthir spinning is so scuffed. Why did they not, Blizzard, you had so much time to work on this. Did you not, like, make the Drakthir spin, please? Scrap the class, change it. I'm gonna play a freaking warlock instead. I hear they're always on top of the DPS charts. But you know what? I get over the spinning thing. I got over the spinning thing. And then I found other Drakthir waiting for the Dragon Isles boats. People had rolled Drakthir. There's actually 3 of us on the dock. We start talking fellow Drakthir together. I'm like, this could be working. Strategy 1, we may have already made some friends. And then they say that they're all here for Rathian, which is understandable. So I hit him with the rejection same and move on with no issues or emotional damage. Now before we leave trade chat, I gotta say, we did get a nice little message in chat about someone selling their soul for 50 gold, which I think is really funny because we're out here playing a 15-year-old game for $15 a month, and we've bought the expansion for like 70 bucks because you had to get that cool dragon mount, didn't you? I'm like, yo, dude, we've already sold our souls, man. we already did it. But I get over that quickly because the boat takes me to the Dragon Isles, and y'all, real talk, this place is amazing. I mean, I'm talking the zone that I'm in looks incredible. The music is phenomenal. Like, I mean, so good. And I got the chance to play a little bit further than this video will go today, and I just have to tell you, the immersion in this world is finally there. Like, I think that World of Warcraft has missed immersion for a long time in their expansions. In this one, they finally made it happen. It's so good to just put on headphones and just fly around the Dragon Isles. The music is incredible. The zones look beautiful. They nailed it. It's like at the Blizzard board meeting, they said, when were we good before? And you're like, remember when times were good? Wrath of the Lich King? Okay, let's do Wrath of the Lich King. Make the Dragon Isles basically Northrend 2.0. And you know what? I'm not complaining. I'm here for it. It's freaking beautiful. Anyway, I check in at the hotel. I talk with those allies of beef, and I murder baby dragons for their scales, all in a day's work. But then at this point, we meet our most promising friend lead yet with strategy number 2. Tap that open tap. What I started doing was I started going up and helping other people kill their mobs, and that is when I met Hot Ramen, who is by far the most interesting person I've ever met in World of Warcraft, and I'll let you decide if you think he's worth being a friend. Now, this guy is another Drakthir. He's the red version, and he actually opened up the conversation. What do you think he opened it up with? You think he said hello? Maybe what's up? Hey ya? How you doing? Nope. He hit me with
Cool.
That's right, cool, to open up a conversation. Not hello, cool. Imagine going up to your friend's house, knocking on the door, and when they open the door, you just say, cool. And I gotta tell you, it's brilliant. It's magnificent. It's a great move. Why did I never think of this? Like, you're either saying I'm cool or you're cool. Either way, that's positivity. That's good. Like, maybe that should be our new greeting in World of Warcraft. Just cool. It's brilliant. Anyway, me and Hot Ramen start talking, and I gotta be real. Right off the gate, after he opened with the best line ever, cool, I almost fumbled the bag. I went from 0 to 60 in like 1.5 seconds because if you remember from the opening sketch, I was having a little bit of a moral dilemma on like jumping into this brand new place and then immediately killing baby dragons. Like, they didn't do anything to me. I'm just out there slaying baby dragons, not trying to, convert them from their evil ways, just murdering them. And so I say, murdering fellow dragons. Like what was that? That's like the most awkward thing I could have ever said. I just laid out my deepest misgivings with the current state of my life choices. I give him the poetry of my shattered baby killing soul. I open up the biggest colonizing can of baby dragon scales I could possibly think of. But somehow our budding friendship survived the encounter. Top Ramen, in true best potential friend form, just says it's okay.
They can't shapeshift. They are losers.
And I love this because I'm sure he was just trying to be nice, but like, I give him the dilemma of like invading someone else's homeland and murdering their children, and he hits me with, they can't shapeshift, they're freaking losers. Yo, I gotta be honest with you, that's got some like pretty racially motivated genocidal tendencies written all over it. Like, he basically comes in and says, no, it's okay that we're murdering them because, our species, our race is just, better than theirs. I don't know if that would really work. So I'm starting to have some misgivings about, Hot Ramen. I mean, I love ramen as much as the next guy. I mean, that crap got me through college, but the genocide thing was starting to rub me the wrong way. And then I spied the wings. And now these wings, for those of you that don't know, they're cash only wings, meaning that in order to get these wings, you have to go pay $50 in the in-game cash store. Now, if you aren't an official, WoW insider like me with my massive following, you won't know this, but the veteran WoW players have just a teeny tiny bit of an issue with the in-game cash shops. They believe that this has ruined the game in a lot of ways, and I can totally understand that. I mean, if you were to wear one of these things to a transmog competition, then Asmongold might do that conniption thing where he violently throws himself back into his chair. Come to think of it, that's probably why Razer gave him their new chair, because he probably broke it because of these wings. So as I'm evaluating Hot Ramen as a potential friend, he's literally paid for his transmog. He personally broke Asmongold's chair, and he might be a racially motivated genocidalist. But he is the most promising lead that I have on a friend, and I do have a goal. And he burst into dancing to give me like the little friendship bunny hops. So you know what? I figure, maybe I should forgive this guy. Everybody's a broken person. Maybe I can help this guy as much as he can help me. So we move on our way. We murder a few more children. Hey, if you can't beat him, join him. And he hits me with the,
you and me, bud.
Oh my gosh, it's happening. I'm making a friend. You and me, bud. Now he's either calling me a small budding plant, or maybe a friendship is blossoming. And I'm starting to think that the way to this man's heart is through more genocide, through more rough stuff. So, but you know what? I'm thinking this may be the only friend that I ever make in World of Warcraft. I'm selling out in the first 5 minutes. And then he hits me with something else. I go, so why do you think it's okay to murder these things? And he says, they're lame.
Only scales.
Only scales, which is not the dragon form of OnlyFans. This is only scales is his racial slur for dragons that cannot transform back into humans. The homie, he made a racial slur for the dragons just like that. Like, I mean, it was so. I'm not saying this guy's a racist in real life. These are video game characters, not people. But like the speed and ease at which he immediately like made a racial slur is a little bit concerning. Like, what is actually happening? I mean, I did need him to kill the boss dragon, but thanks Hot Ramen for that. But then, I had to go eat dinner, and I thought, maybe I should just, cut this off before he, hands me his copy of Mein Kampf or something. So, see you later, Hot Ramen. You were a bud, but not a friend. And so that wrapped up my first day of World of Warcraft friend making. To recap, I made made a Drakthir caster that should have been a duck quackster. I got rejected for Rathian, which again is completely understandable. And then I met quite possibly the most genocidal person I've ever met in World of Warcraft, and that is saying something, named after a quick and easy noodle dish from Asia. So all in all, I'd say it was a great first day, and I'm excited to see where this thing goes. Ooh, Syndrax, I really like this character. I really hope that nothing bad happens to her because I would like to go all the way to the end of the Dragon Isles with her. Ooh, maybe I'll try some humor. What is Alex Strauss's favorite flavor? Alex Guava. That'll totally work. Hey guys, I just wanted to say thank you so very much for watching. This video was a ton of fun to make. I actually scripted a video for the first time with this one. I actually wrote it down and all that stuff. And so I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you would leave me your feedback in the comments down below and let me know if you're going to be playing Dragonflight or not. Let me know if this one's tickling your fancy or not. But friends, as always, if you liked the video, if you loved it, please hit the like button. Helps me be seen by more people that love MMOs, and hit that subscribe button for me as well. We are on a race to 10,000 subscribers. Really excited for that to happen. I want to say a massive thank you to our patrons who make sure this channel not only survives, but thrives. And then friends, as always, at the end of these videos, the last thing that I say are more important than any jokes, any, playthroughs, anything like that. And it's that you know these two things, is that you're more loved than you know, and you are so much more valuable than you realize. I hope you have an incredible day, and I will see you in the next one. All right, now, where are those baby dragons? I just stabbed the ceiling. Oh no! I just literally stabbed a hole in my ceiling. This is as good as you can. Hey, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. I want to let you know a couple ways to connect with me. First of all, we got an awesome Discord in the description. We've got a Patreon if you'd like to give to the channel and help support more video creation. And I am live on Twitch quite often over at twitch.tv/Brightlife community. Would love to see you there. Always love interacting on those live video streams. But I hope you have an incredible day, my loved and valued friend. Have an awesome one.